Welcome to Season 4 of Casual Camping Podcast, your home for the best camping discussion both in and out of the field. Here are your hosts, Tim and Aid.
Hello and welcome to another brilliant episode of Casual Camping Podcast. I'm Tim.
I'm Aid. Let's hope it is brilliant, Tim. Let's hope it is. I'm feeling good. Our customers deserve it, not customers, listeners.
Customers. Yeah, by listening to this, you subscribe to...
Prank caller, Tim.
Oh, that always makes me think of Pulp Fiction. Are you calling on a cell phone?
How you doing?
I'm good. I am good. I am refreshed. Back from a little holiday.
Global travels.
The two of us, to be honest, we are global travelers, and I'm also basking in the glow of the first episode being launched of season 4, and lots of lovely feedback, and everybody welcoming us back into their dirty little ears.
Well, I think it was lovely. It's like meeting up with old friends, isn't it? And it's lovely to know that we can witter on for an hour and 10 minutes. You know, we know sometimes people have to take us in two sections. You know, you can't do it all at once. But we're grateful for you listening.
Yeah. How do you eat a whole Aid and Tim? In two sittings.
I've never been able to do anything in two sittings, Tim. Get it down, yeah. Get it down. You might lose it if you don't eat it all at once.
If you put it in the fridge for later, someone else is going to have that.
We always say, do remember to not only subscribe, but like and share. If you love the content, you know somebody that might love it too. We are on primarily Facebook and Instagram, and you'll also see some maybe longer videos of some of the stuff that we get up to over on our YouTube channel. And once again, like and share. We've got quite a few. We're over 1,000 on there, Tim.
Bloomin' heck.
Yeah. That's, two likes last week. 2 likes.
You get so hung up on the socials numbers, and I couldn't care less for the socials, to be honest. I'm all about podcast download numbers, and I'm glad that they're healthy, and I'm glad that we're all over the world, and that we're on every platform that people can think of, and so like us and subscribe and share to that for me, and get other people listening to us. That's
get nominating us for an Emmy.
Oh.
I'm not going to let it go, Tim. I'm not going to let it go.
This is the year of the Emmy.
Yes, how was Dubai anyway?
Dubai was incredible. It's not like anywhere else I've been. It's incredibly clean, incredibly safe. Just a brilliant place. Lovely and warm, not too warm because it's their winter. So managed to get on the beach, sit around, not do a lot, which is really good. And bought some North Face stuff because North Face is cheaper in Dubai. Who would have thought that? So came back with some North Face stuff.
Lovely. Did you see the cookbooks that they've just released?
Yeah, I did when you sent it to me. Yeah, blooming heck. That would have gone very well with the bright yellow Tesla Cybertruck that drove past me at the same time. It's like,
can you imagine just bolting that down into the back of it? We do love a bit of matchy.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, no, it's Dubai was great, absolutely brilliant, really great place, and we'll definitely be going back there. You went to Paris though. You went to
Mais,
culture.
mais oui, comment allez-vous?
Je m'appelle Tim.
Je m'appelle Pyroid. Yes, absolutely. I love Paris. Go over on Eurostar and just spend 5 days walking around the streets. And it's quite a compact little city centre. So, yeah, saying that, we did, oh gosh, I think it was 49 miles walking in
Wow.
5 days.
Wow.
So,
That's some going. That is some going.
yeah, I sort of feel quite good at that. But yeah, nowhere seems too far. And even if you're in back streets and going somewhere, it all feels very much like Paris and a different
Hmm.
city. So yeah,
It,
loved it.
it it sounds weird, but I love Paris as well. I've been a couple of times, and you arrive on the Eurostar train from London, and you come out of Gare du Nord, the station, and this will sound really thick, but it looks like Paris.
Yeah.
It's not like because a lot of cities throughout the world, they're starting to look very generic and all look quite similar. Paris doesn't look like anywhere else. Paris looks like Paris, and all of
Yeah.
Paris looks like Paris. It's a beautiful city, absolutely beautiful city.
Well, historians will know that that was the building plan in the early 1800s to condemn the slums as they were and build everything after one kind of plan. So, yeah, all the arrondissements look very similar.
Yeah.
Murdered the French while I was over there too. I'm not very good at it.
Ah, yeah. Thing is, though, they do love it if you give it a go. What I learned is they really don't really like it if you give Arabic a go. So, because you're probably getting it wrong because for one word they say about four, and I tried a couple of sayings, but I gave up in the end. They actually much prefer it if you just try and speak English. It's
Yeah,
yeah, but the French love
I
it if you
did.
give it a go.
I did give it a go, and somebody laughed at me. He was like, "What was that?"
We don't sell pigs here.
Tell that to the waiting staff.
Hey, ho, ho.
I do apologise. I sometimes
Le,
get a little bit carried away.
le grande mademoiselle.
All the fellas.
Oh, yeah. Oh, le grand monsieur. Sorry. We don't
Um,
discriminate.
no,
We can call everyone fat.
mainly because I am. Um,
And me. I'm carrying holiday weight.
so yes, it was just nice to be away. It's felt a long time to get there, and while we have been taking a break, we've also been still doing our day job. So it was a holiday, which was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, and not planned at all that we were actually both away at the same time, but actually quite nice that we both kind of had a week off at
Yeah,
the same time and just like,
yeah. It's nice getting pictures from you and me
yeah,
reciprocate. This is what we've done, and they did feel like two very different holidays, didn't they?
oh, totally,
Yeah.
very different. You were very cultural, very
I mean
cultural.
that's me all over, Tim. Anybody'll tell you it's me all over. What? Cultural aid? Of course, yeah, I do. He was just extolling the virtues of power stations against wind farms.
Oh God. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I wasn't cultural at all. I was on a beach. I was shopping. I did go to a great sea life centre. They've got a brilliant aquarium there. It's like bigger than anything you could possibly imagine. But it was incredible, absolutely incredible. That's and I went to the top of the tallest building. So you know,
Yes, yeah, absolutely amazing. Did it feel that you were like a kilometre up?
no. No, it didn't. Because although everything's clean in Dubai, the air's not particularly. So you couldn't see very far because the air's not particularly clean because they're an oil producing country, so they haven't really got a lot of electric cars. So
Right.
because they don't need to. So there's
No, don't need to.
quite a bit of smog in the air. So you even when you're up really high, you can see down really clearly, but you can't see out very far, which was a little disappointing if I'm totally honest. When you get to the top of the tallest building, I wanted to be able to see the curvature of the earth,
Yeah.
and I couldn't. I could barely see the coast, to be
Wow.
honest. It's
Well, yeah, I think that when I went to New York, I've been a couple of times and been up the Rockefeller Center, and you can get out on the top. And after they built the new building on the site of the Twin Towers, whatever that is called, it's whatever it is, Twin
yeah.
Towers Mark II. It's just one of them. And you can't get out there, and it just felt it didn't feel like I was just inside. So however high you go up, unless you can get out, for me it just
Yeah, there's an element of that actually, because I've done the Rock as well. I've been to the top of the Rock, and that is really cool because you're outside and it's really windy, and you kind of get a sense of being up high, and actually, yeah, because we were just inside. The view was great. I just expected to see a lot further than I could, and that was a bit of a shame, but yeah, it's still amazing to say. It's currently the tallest building in the world. There are lots of other buildings being planned to go a lot taller, but for the time being, I've been up the tallest building. So it's something to tick off. Something to tick off.
Well, that's it. Next time they build another one, maybe that's your thing. You just go to the tallest buildings.
That's and camp.
Yeah, well, that would be something to do. I've seen people that go around dragging a ironing board up big mountains and stuff. That could be your thing, Tim. Wait on, I'm just setting up my tent for a little bit, Joe. Okay. Now I've got to go back down and get my cool box and my stacking system, my bed system, and my stove.
Oh God, yeah. Oh man. Did you watch that program on Netflix with Alex Honnold, who was climbing was it Taipei 101?
No. Oh, I've not seen it. I saw it advertised.
Oh my God. I didn't watch it live because it was going to be 1 a.m. Our time, but he did it live, although I think there was like a 20-second delay or something like that in case something happened.
Yeah.
But I said, even though I knew he'd done it and wasn't watching it live, it's still like, heart in your throat kind of every time he's kind of going up and reaching out and climbing out and hanging upside down. And it was just like, oh my God. And he was so high up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of confidence in his own abilities.
Absolutely.
And I saw a film a while ago called The Alpinist. And that was he features in this, but it was about another guy who was just so good and doing so many things, but he was sponsored by people, and he had to sort of, they thought that meant that he would document everything that he did, and he was like, shut down all his cameras and stop taking photos. And he went, no, the first time I do that climb, that's for me. You're not getting any of it. And, I thought, brilliant. Yeah.
Wow. Gosh. Well, we are being cultured today, aren't we? We're trying to be cultured today because we're doing books. It's books, people.
Yeah, welcome to Tim and Aid's book club.
Okay, in that husky voice, you make it sound like we're doing like some kind of adult magazines.
Tim, my first book.
Yeah.
Is cabin porn. Yes, you heard me. Cabin porn.
Oh my God.
It's all like little shack pictures of shacks and things in lonely places, and I think it's one of the books that has made me the camper I am. I think it's how I kind of set up my tent. There's some beautiful little homes. There's some really raggedy homes, little shacks. Not many tents. I'd like somebody to do a tent porn
Well,
for, go around filming people in Japan because they do it brilliantly of all their little setups and stuff. Maybe there's somebody out there. I would buy it, people. I would buy
yeah.
it.
Maybe we need to do that, Ed. Maybe we need to do that. Maybe at the end of this, we should have a little list of books we're going to write,
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah.
casual camping podcast library of books that we'll do. But
Yeah.
so
Is
who?
it saying it on a podcast that copyrights it so nobody else can do it?
No, sadly. Saying it on a podcast means someone else will take the idea and run with it and do it really quickly. So who writes that?
Zach Klein, Stephen Leckhart, and Noah Kaulina. Kalina.
That's easy for you to say.
Well, I didn't go to school, Tim, as you know. So,
Oh God.
but yeah, and it's by Beaver Brook. It's a penguin book as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a Penguin Beaverbrook.
Something like that. They don't sell jewelry.
And for our overseas listeners, Beaverbrooks is a jewelry store.
I bet they have one on the Antarctic. I bet they know Beaverbrooks.
What?
Our final continent, Tim.
Oh, I know, but what's Beaverbrooks got to do with Antarctica?
Not much. I was striving for comedy gold, but
Oh,
failed.
sorry.
Yeah.
I was writing down tent porn at the same time. Sorry. Sorry. I am a simple man. I can do one thing and one thing only at a time.
Honestly, you could have it done into seasons around the world. Oh my God, it'd be excellent.
Let's come on to books we want to write at the end.
Okay, then.
Books we want to write at the end. You're excited. So that's a really cool book. That's like a coffee table book, isn't it?
It really is.
Full of images, full of lots of beautiful images of cabins here, there, and everywhere.
And I think it's where camping comes in for me is that, there's a lot of these places that are by a river, that are in some woodland, and it's, unless you own those things or you can't necessarily go there, where you can do and set your own up with camping. So it's inspired me to find the beautiful spots. Do you ever, when you get on a campsite, clock, like, if it's empty, right, where's the best pitch? Where's the best pitch that's just further away from the toilets but not too far, that isn't going to get somebody camped right next to you? Can you get a corner, which means that you don't have people on either side? All those kind of things. So,
yeah, I know what you mean. It's so that book's helped you with stuff like that.
It massively has. I think it's it's just been out there. It's been out there in nature and finding those quiet spots, even on campsites that might be busy.
Yeah, cool. Well, I mean, I don't know how we're doing this. Are we going back and forth, or are we just going to go through?
Yeah, just go back and forth. You do one, Tim.
Okay. Well, I've got one in my hand, but I've also got one that it's kind of the two that are linked together, really. So, book in my hand is called the Stars, the Snow, the Fire: 25 Years in the Alaska Wilderness, and it's a memoir by John Haynes, and it is such a beautiful book. It's not a big book, as you can see. It's only got, where are we? Let's get to the back. 162 pages is all it is. It's not a big book. but it is what it says on the tin. Basically, it's John Haynes, 25 years in the Alaskan wilderness, and it's just bits that he wrote down while he was doing that. Stories. He was living in a cabin. Stuff that he got up to, stuff that he saw, stories of other people that were out there, and it's such a fantastic book, and I would absolutely recommend anybody to read this book. And it'll take you 2 minutes to read it because it's so tiny compared to a lot of other books. But it's all about wilderness. It's all about that outdoor space. It's all about being on your own. A lot of it is entirely on his own. And I read this donkeys years ago now, many years ago. I don't even know when it was published. It was published in 77 originally. This is my copy from 2000. So it's a pretty old book. It's and the one I've got is published by Grey Wolf Press, but it's just a beautiful book about somebody wanting to escape the rat race and wanting to be out in the wilderness. And that's kind of a theme of stuff that I've read for years, because when we were at school in Canada, I didn't
go to school in Canada.
You didn't go to school in Canada, but I went to school in Canada. And we read, and it's going to My Side of the Mountain, which is a great story about this kid who there's problems at home, and he runs away to where he thinks his family have got a farm out in the wilderness, and he thinks he's kind of found it, but he's not really found it, and he ends up finding a hollowed out tree, and actually he lives out there and survives out there for a whole winter, and he has a golden eagle that he finds a chick of a golden eagle, and he rears that, and he goes hunting with that, and it's just this amazing kids adventure that is impossible and it wouldn't happen and blah 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 blah. But it completely, when I was like 9 years old, just switched the light on in me of like, you could go out into the wilderness and you can do all this stuff, and then full circle, the John Haynes book is like, yeah, that is actually possible. You can go and do this. And I found the John Haynes book by reading another book, because often you do, don't you? And I was reading Into the Wild by John Krakauer about Chris McCandless and how he cashed in his life essentially to live a different way, and eventually went into the Alaskan wilderness and sadly didn't survive. But actually he made one mistake, or a couple of mistakes that resulted in him not making it out again. But actually he was surviving to an extent out there. And the John Haynes book was kind of quoted several times within John Krakauer's book. So I thought, I'm going to find that one and read that one. And it's a great book. But the two of those are great books together, really, Into the Wild and The Stars, the Snow, the Fire.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I think, well, you touched on a few books there. You're getting greedy.
Sorry.
Oh, somebody's been to Dubai.
Oh, God. Oh.
So
these are sort of books that inspire me to wanting to be outdoorsy.
Yeah.
I've then got other books that are, manuals and things like that. But these are kind of my inspiration books of wanting to be outdoorsy and wanting to have adventures. Sorry, carry on.
No, I think, very, very similar things, really, that, you want to get out there and have that peace. So it's why we're doing a podcast, Tim. Talk to people about getting out there. So I'm going to put in a couple of books that I've had over the years, and I can't find them at the minute. I know I've got them somewhere, but I'm just going to talk to you about my little gem books. So I've got a knots one, and I've got a trees one, and I do have a foraging one somewhere.
Cool.
And those generally are in my little boxes with my knives. They're things that I look at when I'm around a campfire, when I'm got, a few minutes, time on my hands. where you put your phone down and you don't pick it up for a while. It's just those things where in between making fire and making food and opening beer, obviously, but they're things that help me spot. I can remember when I was 5 being able to name trees because they teach you kindergarten or primary school or whatever it is, wherever you are. And as I've got older, I can maybe spot, 10 or 15 kind of trees, and I'd probably get some of them wrong as versions. So yeah, I like those so that I know I can spot things. I know they do things like mushrooms. I'm a little bit nervous of picking mushrooms in the wild because there's always fake ones. Oh, that one's this, but there's one that looks incredibly like it that'll kill you stone dead. So do be careful out there.
Yeah.
And the knots one, it just, I'm forever kind of sharpening knives, wanting things to do with my hands, making feather sticks, making knots.
Yeah.
I think knots are like a language. You've got to keep doing them because otherwise you just forget. I've got 1 or 2 knots that I do constantly. I wish I knew more knots. And when I watch videos on YouTube or hear people talk about it, I was like, oh, right, yeah, remember that. And it's like a good joke. I can never remember them or deliver it wrong.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
loved it when you when I was ill, and one of the times I was in hospital, and you brought the knots book in with some little pieces of paracord, and actually it was great just spending time when I couldn't do anything else and I was stuck in bed, literally just tying different knots and going through that book. It was great, absolutely brilliant. I
bet the nurses thought, "Hey up, we're going to have an escapee. Get him into the gulag."
I wasn't knotting the sheets to escape out the window.
Sounded like
I know it did sound like that.
I've just gone into Star Wars there.
I think it was Indiana Jones.
Was it? Oh, that was it.
Yeah, that's perfectly acceptable.
And to carry on with the knots, for my most recent birthday, I got some very nice things, but I got the Marlin Spike Sailor, a book of all the various sailor knots and ropes and everything that they used to do and how you make them. So
that looks great.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh. That looks great. We'll have to take photos of all of these and put them on our socials this week so people can have a look at them. And we'll try, if I remember, I'll put all the details as well into the show notes so people can have a list of the books that we've talked about.
Yeah.
No, that's great. I've only got one gem.
Yeah.
So Collins Gem, isn't it? Collins, the publisher, they do a little book, and they're a whole range of them, and they're called the Gem series. And I've got the John Lofty Wiseman SAS Survival Guide, the ultimate guide to surviving anywhere, in a handy pocket edition.
Yeah, brilliant.
Which is, I have to say, it's full colour. It's absolutely brilliant. It's a ridiculous amount of pages long, 384 pages long, and it covers everything from knots to some plant recognition, edible plants, foraging, shelter building, all sorts of stuff in such a tiny little book. These little gem guides they really pack a punch. They put a lot of stuff into them, and for such a tiny little size, and that was only £7, £7.
Wow.
That. And we met the man 2 years ago.
He's an absolute legend. He was so proper, hilariously funny, and just very deadpan, which you get with people that have been in those kind of situations, I guess.
It's very self-aware and self-confident, but not in a sort of bombastic kind of way. It's just a calm self-confidence. But yeah, nice guy. I didn't get it signed. If I see him this year, because we are going back to the Bushcraft show this year, if he is there, I must get that signed really, because he's getting on a bit.
Yeah, I think they really want you to buy the books there to get them signed. Not here's 50. Could you just pop your signature? You're like those people that follow celebrities and stand outside the hotels, going, "Would you just sign this for me daughter?" Oh dear.
Yeah, they probably do want me to buy something, but I'm not. I'm going to take that.
Yeah. Well, another similar one, which I think is off the back because that was the first one. He did that after he finished serving. Was one that I have, the worst case scenario survival book. So it's written like, what happens if an alligator's coming for you? Run diagonally because they're fast in a straight line. And it's just various things like that, how to escape a house fire, and it's just scenario based.
That's
things.
quite funny. That's quite funny.
It's very funny. A very good book.
I have got the Ray Mears kind of version of survival books.
Yeah,
but it's quite light. I have to say there's not a vast amount of detail in it. It's made it into the Barter Barn collection bucket at the moment, so it's going in the. It'll be at the Barter Barn at the Bushcraft show if anybody wants to barter us for it. It's a decent book. It's about an inch and a half thick, but the Lofty Wiseman one is can't be beaten really. Can't be beaten.
Well, I think they're all versions of, and they all bring something to it. But there's stuff out there. If that's your boat, there's some real good stuff that'll keep you busy with next time you're camping.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, my next one, and I might have talked about this previously, is micro adventures.
Oh, yes. So you've definitely spoken to me about it.
Right, Micro Adventures by Alistair Humphreys, and the whole book is about how do you fit in adventures in your day-to-day life, or a day off, and it's very much around the themes of, right, okay, you've got 16 hours before you're back at work. What are you going to do? So, one of them is, as soon as you leave work, you go and find the highest point in your county, whether that's walking or whatever, and take a bivvy back, just camp down for the night. Wow. And I think it's a really interesting thing of, differences between, finding architectural stuff or significant historical things, or even going for a wild swim, and how to do it and where to do it, and really challenges you to just get out there. I've poured over it, and there's enter a race, credit card adventure. Ooh, gosh, that sounds an expensive one.
Yeah,
but I like it. Roman. How to find a friend's location. 5 to 9 micro adventure.
Ooh. Cool. No, that is really cool, because actually we're all outdoorsy people, and we all like doing having adventures. That's what camping's all about, isn't it? And getting out into the countryside. Even if you're just sitting around the fire, it feels like an adventure because you're outside. If you can build little micro adventures into your everyday stuff, well, you're a Ranulph Fiennes right there, aren't you?
Yeah, you don't need to go get frostbitten and whatever, but even in the back there's a mobile micro adventure kitchen, things that you need. So Trangia stove, various other stoves, Kelly kettle, coffee pots, just loads of things in there. I think it's really, really brilliant book, and loads of good pictures, as well as quite a lot of describing, and it's even like if you're in the middle of a city, I think there's one, a Glasgow night out, and it's actually an adventure to get out of the city in the quickest, easiest way to get to a higher point to look back on the city.
That's cool. Most people do want to try and get out of Glasgow in the quickest and easiest way. No offense, Glasgow. I know you've. It's a lovely city. You've got some nice things there.
It's a beautiful city.
Yeah, I've been through it a few times. I've never actually stopped. So yeah.
I did see, I think, an online thing, and it was like, oh, Glasgow looks so beautiful and historic, but why does the accent sound like they're chewing on a bone? Apologies to anybody from Glasgow. We say it with love. And a little bit of comedy, maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh God. I've got a couple of, I mean, talking of sort of adventure books and how-to books and like the Lofty Wiseman book. I've got two more really. Two more that are reasonably similar. I find a lot of people go for, and I don't have this book because I don't feel I need it because I've got another one that I think is better. But a lot of people go for the Dave Canterbury Bushcraft 101 set, which is, you know, lots of pictures of how to build a shelter and this, that, and the other. But for years, I've had the Richard Graves bushcraft books, which there are 10 bushcraft books that he did together. You can actually, there's still a link online, and if I can find it again for you, I'll put it in the show notes. You can actually download a PDF of this for nothing. And it's not particularly user friendly then because it's just a PDF. But you can get all 10 books in one volume, and it's such a great book. It's literally how to do absolutely everything, and each book is, where are we at the front? So book 1 to 10. So book 1 is ropes and cords. Then you got huts and thatching. Then you got campcraft, food and water, fire making, knots and lashings, tracks and lures, snares and traps, traveling gear, and time and direction. So it kind of covers absolutely every mortal thing in there. And it's such a great book, and it predates all the other ones. And but the knowledge is still the knowledge. It's the same skills, and it's a brilliant book, and I do absolutely love it. I also have, in the same vein, I've got Ray Mears' Outdoor Survival book, a very young-looking Ray Mears on the front cover there.
Wow, yes. He was nobody's uncle back then, was he?
He was nobody's uncle. I did buy this when we met him, and I felt I didn't need a book. But I thought I'd better buy a book because we're meeting him. So when we met him at his book signing, so I have got it signed to me from Ray Mears. But it's very.
Did you ask him to say, could you put from Uncle Ray?
No, I didn't, because he's actually a very serious and quite endearing man, and I think
he's a very serious.
He'd have very calmly
man.
just walked away. But it's actually a really good book, and it does complement the other books because the illustrations I think in this are significantly better and a bit more detailed, so it's easier to follow some of the stuff that he puts in there. But it is a great book. It is an absolutely brilliant book. So I kind of have 3 of the how to do stuff outdoors books. Doesn't mean I'm any better at any of this stuff. I just have the books.
Well, you know, they're great gifts for anybody thinking of those people that like the outdoors. So my Ray Mears book, I got British Woodland, How to Explore the Secret World of Our Trees. And I love trees. I love being under a canopy. I love it. And
you love being under a canopy too, as well, Ed.
And if you look...
For our listeners, that said from Uncle Ray Mears. From Uncle was in pencil in a different handwriting. Was that you, Ed?
It might have been just 5 minutes before. I've just ruined the value of that.
Ray Mears. Oh man, that's funny. That is
Next
funny.
time we get some stickers, we've got to put from Uncle and then do like every time we go into a Waterstones, just pop them on every Ramius book. From Uncle Ramius. I
Oh
don't know why I'm
God.
obsessed, but I am.
You are obsessed. You are
Oh
obsessed.
dear.
Oh dear.
Yes.
That is funny. That is
Well,
very
my
funny.
final book, and I do have many more, but yeah, my final book is one of my uh, yeah, newest, and I found it to be a lovely size to take away. So it goes in my camping kit,
Hmm.
and it's recipes for rogues by friend of the show, Tom from Off the Beaten Pot. And I have to say, I absolutely love it. The pictures are of his grandma and granddad who were 19, I don't know the age, maybe 30s or something, 40s when they were doing rock climbing. So, yeah, they really kind of bossed it out of the park. And he's used that to pepper through the book, as well as not just recipes for things to cook and update the cooking that you do when you're out there instead of just burgers and beans or whatever it
Mm.
is, to try and be a little bit more adventurous, but also tips and tricks when you're doing that. Stuff that you might want to take, stuff that should be in your sort of kitchen
Mm.
kit, as well as conversions for liquid and dries. And yeah, just it's a really good little kind of pocket book, which I love. And I would say, shout out to anybody. It's a brilliant book.
It is a great little book. Is that really beautifully put together and well, well done to Tom for putting that together. It's not easy getting a book out and getting it out there. So well done that man. It's he is a one man powerhouse in trying to get some camping food improved for all of us, isn't he?
And he's doing it. I saw him cook at one of the shows that we went to last year, and he did lasagna. And I didn't taste it because there wasn't enough forks there, but it smelled like one of the best lasagnas
Wow.
ever. And everybody else that did taste it said it was
Las-
cracking.
Lasagna
Lasagna,
in the
camping,
field. And
in the
that's
field. He
yeah.
knocked it up in half an hour.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Is that in the
really
book?
good. No, it's not.
It's dead to me.
Bit on, it might be, it might be. No, you see, bechamel, he does sauces,
Oh,
satay, curry, soy, honey gravy, golden hour latte, chocolate, ember smoked eaten mess, smoky
oh,
macaroni.
sounds great. Sounds absolutely
There's just
brilliant.
loads of stuff in there, loads of stuff. Quesadillas. Smoky breakfast wrap. Yeah, thank God. Yeah, I didn't think there was lasagna in there, but yeah.
No, cool, cool. I've got a couple of cookbooks um, that I need to put my microphone down to be able to talk about these. So I've got a couple of cookbooks. One is from you, was a I think it was a birthday present, birthday or Christmas present. I can't remember which now. It's a number of years ago. It's Niklas Ested,
Ah,
somebody Scandinavian, and it's Food from the Fire, the Scandinavian flavors of open fire cooking. And it's an awesome book about cooking, as it says, cooking over the open fire, whether that be fish, meat, or breads or anything else. It talks a lot about different woods and the temperatures and things that you get from different woods and the smoke that you get from different woods. So what you should be cooking on, and then goes through tons of really quite simple recipes. Although the food looks incredible, it's quite simple recipes of you then cooking over the open fire. Talks a lot about skillets and cast iron and how you look after that as well. Absolutely incredible book. Not just saying that because you bought it for me. That's
no,
quite
but the when I was a younger camper, I was quite
during the war.
during the war. Um, I was quite scared of. I didn't realise I just thought, well, why would you have a cast iron pot? You're not going to carry that in everywhere and stuff. But
Yeah.
more I've been sort of a car camper and going over to cast iron and steel cookware that just do a little bit more. The weight of a cast iron lid on a pot creates almost like a pressure cooker.
Mm.
And it's great and a heck of a lot more healthy than the non-stick
Yeah,
versions.
yeah. No, I love my cast iron pot, and shout out to friend of the show Richard Marples for gifting me that. It's an
Ooh.
awesome piece of kit, and it loves to cook a leg of lamb.
Uh,
It bloody loves to cook a leg of lamb. Does that pan? I've just found
we've
pancake bowls in this book. Yeah,
pancake balls.
pancake bowls. No, it's cool. My other cooking book is my Wilderness Chef by Ray Mears, which again is not signed by Ray because I didn't feel like I could take. I already had this. I didn't feel I could take it to him and say, "I brought this, could I?" Although other people were, but so
Yeah,
I probably should have just been cheeky enough. But it's Wilderness Chef, the ultimate guide to cooking outdoors with Ray Mears, and um, and it does have bits of foraging and things like that. But it's just lots and lots of recipes. He covers very in a lot of detail about what you should be taking out with you. So what's your camp kitchen look like? What does your larder box and things like that look like? What are those
yeah,
core ingredients that you then might forage to add other things to, or go fishing and things like that? And but if you've got like your core stuff, then actually you can then turn most things into a really tasty, quite lovely meal. And
yeah,
it's a really great book with some really great recipes. And I haven't used it as much as I probably should. So this might be the year that I have to. Last year was very much about I wanted to up my cooking, not only my cooking setup but my cooking ability. And I think both of us we knocked that out the park last year. We did really really well. This year
yep,
I really want to do some proper recipes and inspired by Off the Beaten Pot Tom, do some proper cooking out in the field. And
yeah,
so yeah, no, that's mine. I have got a foraging book as well, but you talked about foraging books already. It's mine's just edible wild plants for beginners, and I love it because it's a full color whole page picture of what the plant is, and then a description of what the plant looks like, and then distinguishing features, what the flavor of it is, where you're going to find it, what season you'll find it in, and specifically what are the edible bits of that, because not all plants are, not the whole plant is going to be edible. And it does
yeah.
that for every single plant. So it's a whole picture of what it looks like, and then the descriptions. And I really like that. I haven't done a lot of foraging. I'm a little bit nervous of it, to be honest. Maybe we'll give that a go this year, and maybe we'll do a bit of foraging and see if we can do some camp cooking with a bit of foraged food.
Tim, the only foraging I want to be doing is stealing from our neighbours. Have you seen? They've got that beer that we really like.
Oh, are you foraging in their cool box?
Yes. I like you. I'm nervous of it, and the bits and pieces. I've got an in-law that keeps on trying to get us to eat nettles and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I don't like it. Anything that stings me, I don't want.
Yeah, we did eat nettles, so didn't we? Ray Mears cooked us some
He
nettles.
cooked them.
He
Yeah,
he cooked us up. We were very lucky to be in a very small group of people that he actually cooked some bushcraft food for. And he did actually do that, and they don't sting when you're eating them, and actually it did taste all right. He'd made like
it
a
did.
like a mashed potato, didn't he, with nettles in it,
Yeah.
and it was
He did. He did some gruel in other things, and that wasn't particularly nice. He was like,
no,
you could survive on it if you needed to, but yeah,
yeah,
you,
yeah,
you needed some curry powder or something.
yeah. It needed like a KFC in it.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry. It
Uh,
needed a sprinkling of Uber Eats. For me, did that. But the nettle mashed potato was all right.
Yes, it was. Well, good. So there's a smattering of books there. If anybody, prior to their camping season, yours and my camping season is still in full swing, Tim. It's not stopped, has it?
No, it's never stopped. It's never stopped. You've been again.
I
Swine.
have. There is a video gone up as we record today, but earlier in the week, once you guys listen to it, up on YouTube with my new Airbeam tent, a full and quite boring video, if I do say so myself. I couldn't quite crop it down. I cropped a bit down, but it's like cropping it down, and it's my first time putting the awning up.
Have you done the boring voice? Have you done, well, and then I pumped it up to this pressure and it was marvellous. And I thought, well, I'll pump it up a little bit more, and I did another bit of pressure.
No, thankfully. But yeah, just listen to something else while you watch the video of me figuring out how I put the awning up on the tent that went up in 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Well done. Well done.
2 minutes and 40. And that wasn't even a rush. That was a little bit of talking. Yeah, probably quicker than that. So, but yeah, it was. Wow. I'm loving that tent. I'm loving that tent.
Well done.
So
well
yeah,
done,
that video has gone up, and I think before we go off to a minute mindfulness, we should talk about next week's show, Tim.
So next week's show, Ed, is it's going to be recorded live in the field, and we're going to be at the Caravan and Camping show at the NEC,
which for me was it was a best show. There was just so much there. There was less on the camping than the one that's about a month later. There's more camping on that one, but just the motorhomes, the camper vans. Are we going to try and camp overnight? Do a stealth camp, Tim? How would they know? How would they know?
They can't check all of those RVs. They can't possibly check them all. No, it is. It's the best show that the public can get to. You know, we're lucky enough that we're getting to a few other shows that the public isn't open to this year, which we're super excited about. But of the ones that the public can get to here in the UK, it's the biggest and it is by far the best. And whatever you are looking for when it comes to the outdoors world, it will absolutely be there. And it's always got an awful lot of show only prices. So if you are looking for, you know, a decent purchase, so if you're looking to spend a reasonable amount of money on, say, a new tent or even a new camper van or something of that ilk, or a solar system, something like that, it's absolutely worth going, because you will get a show only price that you won't be able to get anywhere else. So it's definitely worth going. It's on the Tuesday to the Tuesday to the Sunday. I apologise. So lots of opportunity. We're going to be there on the Tuesday, and so if anybody happens to be there on the Tuesday, come and find us. We'll be wandering around looking stupid with a microphone. Stop us, say hello, and the episode will go out on the Friday. So then there'll still be time for people to have listened to that episode here in the UK and be able to go at the weekend. It's if you are abroad, Birmingham's got Birmingham International Airport is right there on site.
You could walk from the airport.
There's a travel letter. You don't even have to walk. Just literally come to the UK, come to the show, you get on the plane later and go home. You know, you won't, you know, why don't you come to the show, buy an RV, drive home?
Brilliant. That sounds like an adventure, Tim.
Yes, not a micro adventure, not at that price. But
not at that price. Yeah, leave the credit cards at home.
Yes. Shall we go over to a mediocre No, let's go to a minute mindfulness, and then we'll come back to this week's mediocre 5-star review.
We'll keep you hanging for them. Yes.
Welcome to the Casual Camping Minute Mindfulness. Let the sounds of nature take you back to the camping field.
And welcome back. For those of you that are not camping at the minute, we hope that inspired you to get out in the field as soon as you can do. I know in various other parts of the world, it's maybe not as wet and miserable as it is here in the UK, but it's not stopping us, so it shouldn't stop you.
No. And I know last week's first episode of the season inspired some of our listeners, particularly Kenny. Kenny went out there and got camping after listening. So well done, Kenny, for following the instructions of getting your ass out in the field. We are saluting you, sir. We are saluting you. It's so I've got a 5-star mediocre review.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes. So this is where are we? This is hey guys, this is a mediocre 5-star review. Been listening to you guys for a couple of years on YouTube, always been very entertaining. My normal channel is Andy's Adventures, and you've inspired me to have a bit of a go here down under. The camping styles are so different between back home in England and here in Australia. Listening to you kind of takes me back. Enjoy the break and looking forward to when you're back on the air. Cheers, Andy. He did post that while we were off. He did send another message recently to remind me that he'd sent that.
If we forget, you know, you maybe have to ask us 2 or 3 times. Yes. Well, we're nostalgia as well as sort of inspiring. Gosh.
Yeah. Thanks, Andy, for taking the time. You too can feature in this section if you send us your mediocre 5-star review. You can send it either as a direct message through our social media. There's a link in the show notes, literally underneath the what you're listening to at the moment. Please do include your name in that because your name doesn't come through. Or just get in touch with us. Send us a direct message in any way you can. We will we'll read it out.
I'm really pleased that our witterings and talking about the things that we love has inspired somebody to get out there.
Yeah, that's all it's for, really. We're really just doing this to inspire each other to get our lazy asses out in the field more, and it works. So if we can inspire other people to do that as well, well, you know what? That's a bonus, isn't it?
It's a win-win.
It is. We I'm going to do another little teaser at the moment. So it's Tuesday today, isn't it? What's the date? Tuesday the 10th. So in 2 days' time, we're interviewing somebody reasonably special, aren't we, Ed? Which I'm not going to say who that is at the moment, but we're quite excited. You've had to change your tenor men pad a couple of times, haven't you? You've had a little wee come out, haven't you?
Oh, God. Yes, somebody I've been a long time watcher of their videos, and we're hoping that it'll come off and our calendars align. So watch this space for me to proper fanboy about somebody.
Someone who's
from the small screen,
who's really, really quite special. So, and that's a real teaser for what we've got planned for this season. So we've got some great interviews coming up. You know, we're still going to have the same banter. We're still going to have the same adventures. We're getting ourselves out in the field. We've got some silly stuff to talk about, but we've got some really cool people coming on the show as well. So stick with us for season 4, everybody. It's only going to get better.
Woo! You know it. You heard it here first. Thank you and good night.
Casual Camping Podcast accepts no liability and does not officially recommend any products or endorse any techniques discussed in an individual podcast episode or shown on Casual Camping Podcast social media accounts. Individuals should make their own informed decision and risk assessment of any products or advice prior to any purchase or use.